Hello everyone, it's Spectator Bob here. It has been a long time since I have made a video, and quite simply it's because nothing is going on, nothing exciting. I got nothing in my life worth mentioning. If I do go exploring, I don't ever catch anything that's worth sharing. So I just simply don't have much to do with the channel because there's just simply nothing much to put out there to try to give to anybody to show that would not be wasting your time in life. You need to be doing something more productive. If I have something cool, I say, okay, here, you make your choice. You want to do something productive, you want to stop and watch a video for a few minutes or whatever. But I've got nothing exciting whatsoever. Well, I mentioned that. Ignore the background noise, by the way. Some people here are a little bit, not actually deaf, but they don't hear good, so they like their television volume up very high. It makes it hard to do anything, make videos and stuff. There's a western playing, that's the reason you're hearing a gunshot. Anyway, I will be discontinuing my idea of, doing the treasure hunts that I proposed once before. There's a lot more to it than just simply making money and giving somebody for for fun, to give people adventure and stuff like that. Governments like to tax people, and let's say I was to give you $1,000, you'd only get 600 because the government wants 40% of it. I've heard different figures, but most recent I was told was they want about 40% of it, and they just like to use terms like lottery and just things of that nature. So you cannot just go out there and give away $1,000 when you are pushing it out publicly like that and kind of advertise my channel. Even though I'm not a professional advertiser or entertainer or anything like that, it's still a professional platform. YouTube, I got my own channels pushed out there. If I was to do this publicly, it becomes a issue, and if people don't pay their taxes, it becomes illegal. And another problem that I ran into was simply people, the law particularly, could say that I'm faking treasure hunts to try to get viewers and stuff like that. I would have to be able to prove that I've been able to bury treasure. And there's also concerns of where the treasure is buried at. Is it government land, private land? It's like I already know not to do that. I'm not stupid. And still, even in regions of public land, it may be forbidden. It just makes it very, very hard to do anything like that. So I had the idea, I wanted to do it. I was hoping I could grow the channel and give back. I was hoping to start off with 250, then move to 1,000, then to 2,500, but it's simply not going to happen because restrictions. And so if you follow my channel based on the treasure hunts, my apologies, and unless I can come up with something kind of idea, get an attorney, and good advice, because I'm not a business person or anything. I'm not a clever person whatsoever, and I'm not going to be doing that. So my apologies if you was hoping to find the treasure, fill your pockets with the goods. I even thought about trying to have a children's version of it, but once again, after knowing what I know now, it's a letdown. It's probably best that I don't try to attempt that, at least not at this time, until I understand more things and more capable of doing things. So I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to get anybody any kind of trouble, and people thinking we're getting $1,000 or we're going to get 600 because the government taxed you. And I mean, they're going to figurations of how to travel the lower 48. So in short, layman's terms, the treasure hunt is discontinued. My apologies. Now, this is 12:54 a.m. Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. I am at Eastern Daylight Time or Eastern Standard Time, whichever one it is, 21 or summer. I don't want to go into it because every time I try to describe it, somebody tells me you're wrong. That's not what it is. So EDT, EST, take your pick. It's June. Everybody has a different idea of when Eastern Standard Time is. So some say it's winter time, some say it's summer. I've looked it up, and no matter what, I still somehow seem to be wrong. So EST, EDT. Anyway, sometime just after midnight, 30 minutes ago, 35, maybe 40 minutes ago, I discovered from the channel that I do follow, Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places, Video released on June 6, 2021. As I'm looking at this right now, it has 15,893 views. It says, I found the M Cave of Kenny Veach. Okay, well, I'm saying this, a free plug to EAMAUP. I probably better just say the name. To a free plug for exploring abandoned mines and unusual places. And from what I'm viewing, from what I've seen on here and everything, evidently M Cave is real. He certainly found an M Cave. As people have been trying to find Kenny Veach, we realized that there's not very many caves out there that has the shape of an M or any other type of a letter or symbol or whatever, hieroglyph or anything you want to say. So if Kenny Veach found an M cave and he found one, because some people are saying it's not the same M cave that Kenny Veach found, then that means there's two. So what's going on there, by the way? Anyway, from based on this video, and he's shown it, there is an M shape to this cave, so there is an M cave out there. Whether it's the same one Kenny Veach found or not, we don't know. I know I certainly don't. Anyway, the M cave. Obviously, Kenny Veach was not lying. Kenny Veach has seen an M cave somewhere. This video right here proves it, because of everything I hear people saying, oh, well, that's just a conspiracy theory and it's crazy and it can't be true. Well, let me tell you what's going to be the craziest thing at this point, since we know there's now an M cave, because it's been shown. Exploring abandoned mines and unusual places, they have shown this M cave and everything. What are the chances that Kenny Veach would just pull an M shape out of his head for a cave that just have to be in the area to because some people are saying that he just lying to people for stupid reasons. I'm going to get into that here in a little bit, but no, that's the if anything's crazy, that's the craziest notion at this point. We now know that Kenny Veach has seen an M cave. Exploring abandoned mines and unusual places has proven this. So whether that's the same cave or not, it's really I don't know. And people are saying, well, that's not the same cave. Well, it doesn't make no difference, because exploring abandoned mines and unusual places has now proved that Kenny Veach has seen an M cave. He did not just pull that out of air, and there happened to be one in the area, or possibly two or more. The chances of that's astronomical. That would be the craziest conspiracy theory at this point. People say, oh, he just happened to see it and this is a coincidence. No, come on, y'all. If you think that's a coincidence at this point, you got the craziest conspiracy theory of anything said so far. So congratulations to exploring abandoned mines and unusual places. You have proven Kenny Veach's words are true. Because I do not believe, and I don't think anybody at this point in the right mind is going to believe that he just happened to say something, and lo and behold, there's one in the area that he never seen. So you have solved a big piece of the puzzle with that right there. We know Kenny Veach has seen an M cave and is telling the truth. Now, I don't know what else is going on. I'm getting some more things here in a second, but there. We now we get to decide now whether there's one cave or there's two, or more. So we don't know that one either. Now comes the part a lot of people are going to get mad at me over, but I'm sorry. One of the popular things I see so many people put on here about Kenny Veach and the M cave, that's always said, and even people who say that they research, they watch the videos, they have researched and everything, and I'm like, this is not true whatsoever. I know what Kenny Veach said. Is your misunderstanding of what he said is a problem. And these people that got these channels, especially super huge channels doing this stuff, are saying these things like, no, you're supposed to be a research and supposed to know this stuff. How can I take you serious if you can't figure something simple out? It seems like you just you may realize you just going along with the story, to grow your channel. Maybe I don't know. People keep saying that Kenny Veach was going to the M cave. Says he was vibrating, something caused him to vibrate, and he backed away because he didn't have a side piece on him. People, it was not some kind of government ray doing that. It was not alien beings or some kind of technology we don't understand doing that. Kenny Veach was not literally vibrating. When Kenny Veach said he was vibrating, he was being metaphorical in his description. He was just talking about it, something exciting him, made him nervous, knowing he was vibrating, he's, I don't know how to say this, man. He was being metaphorical. He was trembling, he was shaking, He called it his sixth sense. You can see that at 6:12 to 6:19 in the video. I made some notes here, y'all. And he talked about trembling and shaking and everything between in the video between 130 to 150. He was being metaphorical. He was not literally, trembling and vibrating and stuff like that. He was being metaphorical. He was nervous, he was excited, nervous, and he was shaking. He was vibrating. It didn't mean literally. It just means that he was filled with this emotion that had him shaking, vibrating, excited and happy, but also terrified and scared. So that's not what he meant. And he did not say that he went into the cave. People are saying that. They're saying, oh, well, he said he went to the cave and he started vibrating because something's trying to keep him out. People, if that was a literal thing, I don't care if he had a firearm or not. He went in the cave. If he had that kind of technology, if a firearm becomes, pretty much useless, if something has that kind of power over you. I'll tell you something about shaking and trembling in real life. If you have a firearm and you're doing this right here, buddy, you're not going to hit anything. If you do, it's just one hell of a coincidence, all I can say. That goes along the lines of being astronomical. Or you're close enough that the gun couldn't miss or whatever, but now when you're shaking, trying to fire, you got to be still, buddy. I take for somebody that shot some guns in their lives. You don't sit there and move around. You've got to put the aim down. He did not say, though, people keep saying this, he did not say he went into the cave. He said he walked toward it, but was so filled with dread he backed out. He did not go into the cave. This is said at 1:45 to 1:48 in the video. Something else that comes up, the simple fact that, things Kenny Veach could be confusing some things. He may have seen two different caves and got them mixed into one thought, and he may have seen one cave and one thing and seen the M cave, stuff like that. We don't know because, we do know that Kenny Veach is capable of forgetting things and getting confused on stuff. The entire reason that video and everything, because, he literally says in there, he's uncertain of where he's seen the cave at. He thinks it's a certain location, but he wasn't sure. As far as I know, he never found it again. I don't know, maybe he did find it. The reason he's missing, if he's missing, some people just go away and don't want to be found, and they tell police, okay, you know where I'm at, but please don't tell anybody. Just leave it alone. The police won't tell you because they're on the person's wishes. He may not be missing. We just assume he's missing because we don't know where he's at. And I never knew the guy anyway. I'll never find him. So that's part of it. We know that Kenny has memory lapses, and he could have got some things confused. He might have been misremembering certain things and put them into one story. He may have seen two different cases, put them in one story, as we don't know. He could have had some things confused here. Something else that gets on my nerves is people saying he was lying. That's a terrible thing to say about somebody you don't know. They're saying, well, if you listen to the video and everything, he says it's stuck on the side of a mountain and everything, then you contradict yourself by saying, no, it's on ground level. Well, don't contradict yourself. It's stuck on the side of a mountain at ground level. At 2:22 in the video, then 15:45 in the video. The 2:22, he says, stuck on the side of a mountain. At 15:45, he says, level with the ground. Doesn't mean it's contradicting each other. Stuck on the side of a mountain doesn't mean it's stuck on the side of a mountain up here. Mountains come down to a ground level. It's just stuck on the side of a mountain at ground level. He didn't contradict himself. I didn't hear anything whatsoever. It made it seem like, at one point he said, it's way up high, like the Eiffel Tower. It's way up there. A long walk up, a steep grade with filled with rocks. Probably couldn't do it because it probably caused a landslide. He never said that. He said stuck on the side of a mountain, then he said at ground level. At what point do you say, oh, these two statements contradict each other, he's lying? Maybe you should go and say, well, maybe it's stuck on the side of a mountain at ground level, like he said. Maybe you should be doing that. 1930, 1941 video, he says he thought the cave would be easy to find. The 1519 M cave, the pause video. Ken dresses up the M cave at this point and says it is deep and dark. That the M cave he's looking for is deep and dark, that is, not the one at 1519. It says it's deep and dark. The middle cave is not it. No, right there, 1519, that middle cave right there is not it. And 1711, something else the reference knows. If I can remember right, it's been a while since I've been up here. something else that he said, proof he's uncertain of where it's at. It might be another location, y'all. He might not be in the right area. We don't know. And 1736, I have not seen the funny looking little cave. He says that too. So there's some things that people are believing about Kenny Veach that's simply not true. He did not go into the M cave. They say he went into the M cave and started trembling, vibrating because of some kind of technology by alien beings or the government, whatever. People, if that was true, he wouldn't have said, I'm coming back with my gun. Kenny Smart knows that a gun wouldn't meant shit compared to some of that type of technology. He wasn't that stupid. He knows they got that kind of technology. They'll probably hit my gun up to where I can't hold it anyway. Come on, y'all, get real. But the fact is, he did not say he went into the cave. He said when he started walking toward it, he just got really nervous. No, he seen it. It was deep and dark. There could be, one thing you mentioned, could be something in there like a mountain lion. He wasn't going there without a sidearm. That gives you the clues right there. He's paranoid. He won't be hurt. He knows there's dangers there. And if it's really dangerous, he ain't going to attempt it. We also say at the beginning of the video because he don't want to be too crazy when he's on that little platform with that hole going down to the ground. He did not walk into the cave, and he did not literally vibrate. That was a metaphor. And knowing that he's a paranoia and his attempt to avoid danger, which seems that when talk about contradictions, that seems to contradicts the fact that he want to go commit suicide. If you want to talk about contradictions, it's like if he's suicidal, he won't care what happened to him. I can't say that he didn't, but if he was literally knowing him trying to be cautious, of going into the cave, if he was literally vibrating and stuff like that, even if he went back and got a gun and come back, he wouldn't have been brave enough at that point because we know that he's concerned for his safety. That's the entire reason he said I started vibrating and just thought I'd get my sidearm and then come back. Because if he thought it was high technology or alien beings, just something that we don't understand, some kind of advanced technology, that was dangerous, he wouldn't have even went back with a gun. Now, you know that because he's sitting there to let you know that he was nervous and didn't want to go. It's that simple. So please stop twisting up the story. You can't find the facts when your entire theory is based in the middle of a lie. You got to get rid of that. He did not say he was literally vibrating from technology. He was being metaphorical, saying that he was excited and nervous and fearful, so I had him kind of trembling. He didn't mean that literally. He meant that he's just trying to give you a almost like poetic style description. Like the song Hungry Eyes by Eric Carmen. His eyes aren't got mouths and trying to eat you, trying to bite you. He's talking about, the beauty. He's in love. I've got hungry eyes for this beautiful girl. That's a metaphor. That's what Kenny Veach was meaning when he said I was vibrating. It wasn't literal. It was a metaphor for being nervous. That's it. That should be obvious. This is what little kids understand if talk. When I was little, I understood. When somebody said a phrase that what they actually meant, they wasn't meaning it literally. Like if you stick your finger in the bee's nest, they'll eat you up. And it didn't mean they're literally eating you. That means it's going to sting you. I understood that even when I was, knee-high to a grasshopper. It wasn't literally that means it's going to sting me. I understood it was a metaphor. So it's very, very, pre-elementary level, pre-kindergarten, preschool level stuff that these people are twisting and moving along with it. It shows the foolishness. And you're not going to find truth when you're stuck in a lie. When your entire process is based on the lie, then it's not the truth about it whatsoever. You're never going to find it. Get rid of that. Throw it out the door. And from now on, anybody says, Kenny Veach said he walked to the cave and some kind of technology made him tremble, made him vibrate, made him shake. Just say, no, that's not what he said. He's being metaphorical. Can't you figure it out? So, anyway, y'all. That's my updates. That's my story on Kenny Veach. I'm sorry for anybody that may have hurt feelings, but man, we gotta. If it's that big of a deal, then go with the truth. Stop goofing around with fantasy stuff. You're trying to search for a man, you can go out there and say, well, it's a possibility that trolls come back through time and everything, take them back the ancient underworld or whatever. Come on, let's get real. Y'all's goofing around fantasy too much. I understand liking stories and know that are fascinating, but come on. That's part of the story is not fascinating. It's just a metaphor. That's just Kenny being Kenny in his excitable ways, his personality, trying to explain to you in his own exaggerative way. I'm like that. I'll say, oh, I ain't seen that in forever. It's a million miles away. I'm heavily exaggerating. This is not true. I'm not going to see forever. I haven't been here forever. There's nothing a million miles away from me that I'm going to know that I've ever been to. Well, I'd go see Disney World, but it's a million miles away. I ain't got the money. Okay, well, it's not really a million miles away. It's hundreds of miles from me, but not a million. That's a heavy exaggeration. That's all Kenny Veach is doing. That's his personality, who he is. He tries to explain to you metaphorically, and he exaggerates on what he does. He's not meaning to lie. He's not trying. It's not a lie. It's just his way of describing to you. He just kind of exaggerates a little bit. Oh, I was vibrating. It's not literal. It's metaphorical. Okay. So let's get real. Let's get the story out there. Let's get this stopped, and try to find the guy based on facts, not people's dreams on a little video of a disappeared man. Which personally, I wish David Pilatus would pick this up, because as far as I'm concerned right now, it's a missing 411 case. Because people are missing under odd circumstances like this, where they go to. People are like, well, David Pilatus, that's David Pilatus gives you the facts. I tried to debunk him. No, I ain't trying to do that because I don't like the guy. I like the guy. I follow his channel. Can't help miss projects. I follow it. Watch it every day now. I'm trying to catch up. But one thing that pays to do is go find people. Well, let's see if we can find any information on them that's bad. Even the people I see him trying to debunk him that I don't believe his theories and everything, even they say, well, it's hard to do anything because he literally does give you the facts. That's what he's doing. He's nothing there bullcrapping whatsoever. It's like, well, they just debunk their own stories trying to debunk David Pilatus in. There's literally journalists that are saying, he gives you the facts. We don't believe what he's saying. We don't think there's anything unordinary going on, but he is giving you the facts. I'm like, well, the facts that I'm hearing, there's some strange things happening. So, when we talk about children all over the world through decades and centuries, go saying that bears took them away and played with them, talked to them, kept them warm at night, fed them blackberries, give them water to drink. That's not normal, people. And those are little stories that David Pilatus and many others have shared, and this is literally documented cases that rescuers have said and the authorities have said. So I don't care what anything. That's not normal stuff. And David Pilatus reported this, and they say that's literally truth. He's giving you nothing but truth. He ain't allowed anything. Well, they should let you know that's not normal. So Kenny Veach, he's out there looking at stuff. People think that aliens are abducting people. Well, I can't tell you that they're not. Or governments or something like that, or cartel of some kind or whatever. As far as I'm concerned, Kenny Veach is a missing 411. So, anyway, I want to get that out there, y'all. So, I'm not doing the treasure hunt. I've got really nothing much exciting to share on my channel here. So, don't look to see me very much. It'll probably be months if I post another video, if I ever do. And Kenny Veach, I need to focus on the facts. I don't know what they are, but I do know that Kenny Veach is being metaphorical. I listened to the video myself. He wasn't being literal. Let's stop going on with fantasy stuff, and playing with it. So, sorry for the downgrade on that, and I'm sorry for not being able to go through with my plan. And see y'all later, man. Nothing else to add to this story other than griping about it all over again. And it's 1:14 a.m. I gotta go. So. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. See you soon. Well, probably not, but maybe I'll see you again someday. So.